Hi guys, it's good to touch base with you again. Today I'd like us to handle the notion of conditional proof. If you remember, we stopped at 8.3 where we looked at the 18 rules of inference. But there's a system of logic that allows you to do proofs in the very same sort of way, but using a method called conditional proof. How does conditional proof work? If you look at 8.4, it gives you just those kinds of direction. But let me simplify it for you without going through much verbiage that's in that chapter. You have, let's say your argument, the one you're dealing with, has a conditional for its conclusion. So you have something like this. If A, then B. 2, if B, then C. And then your conclusion looks something like this. Therefore, if A, then C. You can create a really convincing proof by using the method of conditional proof. All you have to do is to assume A in step 3. And then your task, your goal is to arrive at C in the final step. Believe it or not, that is a perfectly legitimate way of doing conditional proof. You proceed by assuming the antecedent of the conditional, namely A, and your annotation or your justification is to say, assume conditional proof, CP. Then you can proceed in the usual way by doing things like modus ponens. So for example, you can do modus ponens between 1 and 3, and that gives you B. And you'll say 1, 3, modus ponens. And then, of course, 4 here creates an opportunity for you to do modus ponens between 2 and 4, and you have 5, C, and say 2, 4, modus ponens. Notice what you've done. You have arrived at that consequent. So conditional proof allows you to assume the antecedent of the conclusion in order to arrive at the consequent of that conclusion. And you're using all these steps to do just that. Once you have arrived at the consequent of the conclusion, simply close the assumption like that. Normally, I indent the assumption. The book also does the same thing. And then you come back here at step 6 and say, guess what? 1 and 2 allows you to arrive from A to C as follows. A through C, conditional proof. 1, sorry, not 1, but 3. Sorry, you can't see that. 3 through 5, conditional proof. You proceed in the exact same way using all the rules of inferences you've learned. So if you look at exercise 8.4 part A, questions 1 through, say, questions 1 through 9, perhaps even 10 and 11 and 12, you can proceed in the exact same way to arrive at your desired answer. Okay? Thank you.